Hi everyone, welcome. This is Gem 314 Tarot. I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning and hello if you're new. It's a collective reading, tentatively for Virgo. That's what the dice rolled and that's what was coming up for me earlier. So this could be for Virgo, any placements, Sun, Rising, North Node, Stellium, or busy house, whatever, wherever it falls that is concerned for you. Go ahead and apply it to that house in your chart. Okay, so what I was getting from this is that there's like a hold on something. There's something like you're waiting for some kind of correspondence or information. Okay, the heart of the matter here, we got the letter, the sun, and the garden, which is like a celebration with your people, your community, family. There's plenty. There's a reason to celebrate. There's enough for everyone. It's beautiful golden fields. A welcome picnic. It could be something happening like in the summertime, because this looks like it could be in a field, in a park, a picnic, or something with family. This is the heart of the matter with the sun and the letter. So I feel like there is waiting for some kind of illumination on abundance, okay? Or, yeah, something to celebrate. It's like waiting for information, a letter, a correspondence, waiting for some kind of illumination so that you can like celebrate something. When I went to clarify the heart of the matter, which I don't usually do, but I did this time, we got all wands. So this is all very active kind of energy. You've got when I asked to clarify the letter at the center of the reading, you got the 9 of Wands. So what it was saying to me was you're waiting for a letter about the end of something tough. You know what I mean? This is paperwork, documents, records, message, communication. It could be mail, email, a document, a will, anything like that written on paper, some kind of correspondence. And then with the 9 of Wands, it's like the you're waiting for this correspondence that will let you know that this tough burdensome cycle is coming to an end. You're the wounded warrior in the 9 of Wands. You've set up the 8 of Wands behind you as like a barrier, a boundary, so that nothing else can harm you. You're trying to rest, you're trying to recover. You got a bandage on your head, so you might be a little concussive or something. Yes, this does mean physically, but I think this is just you just feel beat up by the last cycle. Well, you beat up by life, and you're waiting for a letter that will alleviate that. With the sun here, we clarified it with the 6 of Wands. So you will be getting some kind of illumination on a victory, recognition, praise. It's something where it's all going to turn out in your favor. Okay, that's on top of the sun. So something is going to be illuminated in your favor. You're going to come out on top. This 9 of Wands energy is going to be for good reason. Okay, when I clarified the garden, the celebration and the picnic and everything and the camaraderie, it's a banquet, hospitality, it's a gathering, it's sharing and festivities, community fun. This feels like it could be sometime during the summer, because I know in my neighborhood, in my city, the June, July, August is huge festival season. So there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of flurry, there's a lot of like festivals, like every church has a festival in my town. Every weekend is filled with partying. Every park is having celebrations and picnics and events and things like that. So this actually could be any time in the next 3 months or the summertime where this could be in a celebration period. When I asked to clarify the garden and the picnicking and celebration and everything, I got the Knight of Wands. So this is a person coming. I mean, you've got. It's a wonderful energy here. Um, you're coming in from being beaten up by something, with this letter telling you that that's the end of this burdensome cycle. You're walking away in victory, and you've actually like boom, boom, boom. You've got a level up. Um, you've gone from this person in the Six of Wands that is victorious but with no title and no, it's just a person. It's not like a knight or anything like that. Now you're a knight. Now you're one step closer to being a king. This is like very freeing energy. I knew you could do it the whole time. I heard you're well equipped for this. I heard you're going to take to this praise, to this recognition. You're going to take to this celebration very, very well, very, very easily. You're going to walk into it very confidently. You've like, I deserve this. It didn't happen quick enough. It's finally here. Um, it's a time of a lot of high energy and high creativity. So that's what's at the center of this. Unfortunately, some of the energy surrounding what this what this central heart of the matter is. It's like the heart of the matter is you want this victory. You want an end to the burdensome cycle. You want to walk away in victory. You want to walk away confident, energized, with a partying mentality. You want something in your life worth celebrating. And a lot of times, what we want to celebrate is ourselves. So, the heart of the matter is you really want something to come around where you have a reason to celebrate yourself. You celebrate your own hard work, you celebrate that you came through it, and you celebrate your own energy, your own bossing up. So that's what the heart. On the surface, so we've got the scene energy here on the top row, and we dropped, um, cow, which is the earth mother, nine of shells, which is salmon again in the same position that I was in yesterday's reading, smack dab in the middle of the scene energy. And then next to that, you've got Wheel of Fortune, which is sacred spider, the spinner. Okay, now, when I went to clarify, first of all, when I drop, usually I do seen, unseen, seen, unseen, seen, unseen, right? So I dropped the Empress with the cow, and then in the unseen, I dropped Ram, who's the Emperor. So we got the Empress and the Emperor. Now, I'm not sure if they haven't really, um, when I say they, I mean like the spirit guides that help guide my readings. They haven't explained the new kind of tweaking that they're doing. I'm not sure if the top for this reading is the feminine and the bottom is the masculine. I mean, it would make sense because we've got the Empress on top here and the Emperor on the bottom. But I'm going to stick with how I've been doing it. And what I've been saying is that the top energy, which is the scene energy, is energy that is in play now, okay? Or soon. Or, like right around this time. I was describing it as this is like a boiling pot, okay? And the layer on top, the row on top, is the bubbles that are already on the top. They've already bubbled up. We're dealing with that energy now. Okay, that's on the surface. That's what we see. That's what we stir. That's what we're dealing with. But the row on the bottom here is like on the pot. The bubbles on the bottom of the pot. They're still forming. They're still, one might pop on the way up. They might merge. This is all still energy it's still in flux on the bottom of the issue. Okay, this is energy that has not risen to the top yet. It has not come up to the surface yet. It's still in the future, possibly in play. Now, also, I need to say about this lower energy, not lower energy, but this underneath hidden energy. This could be energy that the universe is still stirring up and stirring around or waiting to put into play. Or this could be energy that you are working in that you're not letting others be privy to. These are things like you've got on the back burner, you're setting things up on the side, you're dealing with things on the surface here, but these are things underneath that you're dealing with. So this could be in the subconscious. This could be things that you're dealing with in your, the inside, internal, very mental. Um, Read it however it resonates for you, because everybody is in a different position in their timeline and in their grouping. Everybody's different, so all I can do is read the energies, and you got to put yourself where you fit. All right, and then once you find your niche, everything about the reading should fall into place. Okay, so here on the surface we've got the Empress. In the Earth Mother, we've got the Nine of Shells, which is salmon energy, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Spider, the Sacred Spinner. So what I was gathering from this is that uh, it's just again with the Nine of Shells, the salmon smack in the middle. It was telling me earlier that so the Empress energy is development and growth and things new coming to the surf, coming through to be born. Not necessarily children. I don't really have. I mean, I have one page down here, but that doesn't necessarily tell me that it's birth. We don't really have anything else that's birth in here. Um, but this does mean, I feel like this has to do with the heart of the matter here with the garden. I mean, you can't have a celebration if nothing is developed for it. I feel like this Empress energy, there's something in the works. There's something growing, there's something being nurtured, there's something in development. This is technically Libra and Taurus energy, because this is Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, of birth, and she rules Taurus and Libra. um So I feel like there's something here on the surface that's being developed. You're nurturing something. You're really putting a lot of effort into. Um, I feel like you're protecting something. It's like you're mm, something, yeah, something in development. Something that's going to be very useful, very honored. Salmon energy again in the same position. This is a return of some like this. In this aspect, salmon come in from the ocean and return to the same um, spawning grounds that they have gone to for generations. Generations, hundreds of years. This feels like a soul remembering where to go home to. Um, the way this was shown to me earlier was like the Empress developed this idea, and then everything kind of it's hard to explain how I was shown this. I feel like the heart is returning to something. That's what the salmon always tells me. Not all nine of cups tell me that um, message, but the salmon does, because, like I said, um, they know to return up the same river, the same streams, the same bodies of water to go to the grounds where they spawned, okay? But they're not really returning, because they're a different generation of salmon every time. So they'll come up river, they'll spawn, and they've expelled so much energy coming back from the ocean, back up the rivers, back to where they started just to spawn, and they've expelled so much energy that they just die there. And what returns to the ocean is that next generation. So it almost feels like you're developing something that's going to carry on, but it's going to I feel like it's something that's going to bring your heart back home to somewhere that's very familiar. Now, after that, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me it's all in divine timing. This is spider energy. The interesting thing with this is they could have just left this card with spider on the wheel, weaving. But we've got a cat sitting here watching it. And this reminds me of the cat that represents the high priestess in this deck. So, don't feel like wow, I know a lot of us can feel kind of abandoned to the wheel, abandoned on the wheel. Like we're just kind of being spun in in life without any direction, without any patronage, without any supervision. But I feel like this high priestess energy with the cat watching the spider spin is like even the spinning of the heavens in divine timing is observed and guided. And I feel like we can be very we can take heart in that. Yes, it is divine timing. It's not always going to come out when we want it, need it, or plan for it. But we do have more sun energy with the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like whatever the divine is spinning, it is illuminated. It is out in the open. We are working with it. It's in the top row. So this is active energy. Um, I wish I could really describe what I'm seeing. Sometimes they'll give me images but not words, and sometimes they'll give me words and not images. But what I'm feeling is that there is something very heartfelt in development that's going to lead us back home. Now, we do have the rainbow here with the salmon, with the 9 shells over it, which means we're going to come through something that's going to be hard. We do have the 9 of Wands here. The rainbow tells me that the worst is over. So this feels like they are going, um, yeah. Hold on, they're saying a few more things here. Oh, okay. Okay. They're summarizing this with you are developing or you are nurturing, you are trying to grow your own emotional abundance and emotional fulfillment. They're You're trying to make some kind of emotional stability here. Because some of you actually do feel like the wheel kind of threw you off with this last cycle, but some of you are understanding that this nurturing of the Empress, it does take time. Like, how long does it take for a fetus to grow? 10 months. 10 months technically. It's 40 weeks. So separated into 4 weeks per month, it's technically 10 months of pregnancy. So I feel like there is something slowly growing, slowly developing that has to do with your emotional fulfillment, your emotional stability, and not only yours, but the ability to share it with others, because that's the main goal of the cups, is to have enough love to spread, share, and partake with other people. So the 9 of Shells is almost at that point. Um, Wheel of Fortune, it might feel like it's taking a little longer um, than you anticipated. Now, when I clarified, we've got some interesting cards. On the Empress, on the cow, we dropped the 3 of Swords. So, I mean, this is heartbreak and disappointment and betrayal. And then on the salmon, on the 9 of Shells, on the 9 of Cups, we got the Star. Okay, so now remember how I said that salmon go back home, go back upstream, go back to where they spawned, go back to the beginning of where they began every year. And for me, the star is that guiding instinct. Okay, it's not just wishing on the star, it's not just making wishes, it's not just that. It is an actual spiritual point, it's a redirection, it's a realignment. You're pointing your rudder on your metaphorical boat. You are pointing it to the home star, and you are going home. And that's on top of the 9 of Salmon, which that's the energy of going back upstream, trying to go back to the spawning grounds. Now, on the Wheel of Fortune, the spider, we drop the King of Cups. This is Saturn and Pisces energy. You might have Pisces in your chart. This may be somebody who you're dealing with. A King of Cups, a Pisces energy. This is a very I have my issues with the King of Cups because to me it feels like underneath their very sweet and helpful exterior is somebody who has not had a good history of um, a soul that has not had a good history of keeping their emotions in check, and now they're kind of overcompensating. The King of Cups is an energy of being master of their emotions, not their servant. So this is somebody who I think with the disappointment here and the heartbreak, and it's like you're realigning your internal GPS, and while the wheel is spinning, you're trying to maintain control over these emotions that you've been feeling, especially because you're hurt. There's there's um there's heartbreak here on the Empress, okay? And if this is a Libra Taurus Empress and you're dealing with a Pisces, this may be, heartbreak from this Pisces. However, this could be you going towards this new Pisces, but he's on the wheel right now, which means that his arrival is still in divine timing. Okay? But you're being encouraged to nurture yourself through nurturing is the Empress energy, development, growth, love, healing, protection, nurturing, kind words, be kind to yourself, be balanced, give yourself self-care. That's one thing with the Empress card is it really tries to emphasize self-care. And you know what? I totally forgot to read the back of these damn cards. New life, yeah, ideas, projects, relationships, um, nourishment, protection, and love. Yeah, you were abundant and you were trying to grow something, but then you were hit with this heartbreak. So, you're in protective mode, but there's something inside you that's like, I need to go back to the beginning. I need to nurture myself. I need to recenter my direction. And while I am doing this, I need to you know put my emotions in check. The good thing, the encouraging thing here is that even though the King of Cups energy has their emotions in check, they are still highly intuitive, highly caring. This could be someone with a career or just the um, the personality traits of a healer, a helper, a teacher, somebody who really has intuitive knowledge on how to help people. They may not be overly expressive of their emotions, but they show it in a different way. They're caring, they're protectors, they're helpers, they elevate people, they try to heal people, okay? Now, on the unseen energy here underneath, that's still kind of in the works. You've got the Emperor, okay. Um, Part of me feels like this Empress is connecting with an Emperor. We've got the Nine of Wands twice. The Nine of Wands dropped twice. I didn't even notice that. And we've got the Eight. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Wands. Yeah. And we've got Judgment twice, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So now on the in the underneath, I would just why don't we just say in the upside down? In the underneath, in the hidden energy, we've got an emperor here that is beaten down. Again, Nine of Wands. This is the same card that showed up in the heart of the matter here. So we've got Three of Swords. Some empress was heartbroken. The heart of the matter is a letter that brought an ending to a burdensome cycle. And here we've got the Emperor with that Nine of Wands on him. It feels like he's carrying most of the burden of whatever he's done. And what he's done has led to the heartbreak of this Empress. So Emperor energy, it says use power to secure, I'm sorry, use power to ensure freedom for everyone. I feel like this Emperor may have misused his power. and caused heartbreak for this empress and an ending of a really burdensome cycle. But it was not just burdensome, it was a battle. Like, this was fighting. This was, and now it's like with this particular Nine of Wands, he's on one knee. And again, there's the Eight of Wands behind him, which is what he's used for his boundaries. And then he is steadying himself. Just like this one, he's steadying himself on that last wand that he's using for his last bit of strength. However, on this one, he is yet to stand up, which means that he has been humbled. He has been brought low. He has been brought down to one knee. I feel like this is somebody who, in some cases, may be asking for forgiveness. Okay? Next to that, we have Judgment, Crocodile, and Butterfly, the Masters of Discernment. This has come out 3 times now. This is a review, a release, and assessment, okay? This is a revision. This is transform through acceptance. Now, the energy of Judgment is that there was something that was ended, okay? And we do see that with the Nine of Wands twice. There was something that was ended, but now there's something about it being called back. There's remembrance here. Maybe there's something about this past cycle that is coming back around in order to be revised, reassessed, and put called to account, okay? There's a recall of what, oh wait, recall what was put to rest, a recall of what was put to rest. You have to accept and forgive in order to be liberated from this cycle. And it's a cycle that's being brought with the wheel of fortune here, spider spinning the wheel. This is something where if you want to get off the wheel, you need to call judgment on what happened and release it. Okay, that's when you gain that liberation from the ending of the cycle. This also says this is an opportunity to right any wrongs that had happened with judgment and repair any hurts that may have happened. This is releasing the dead. So whatever was put to rest is going to be released, okay? But not before you have a chance to set things right. And then on top of that, for clarification, we did drop justice on Libra energy again. This is karma coming around. This is this is illumination. I love how this lines up like this, okay? Because here on the judgment card with crocodile, who is ancient, and butterfly, who is transformation, you've got the sun right above them shining brightly. Now on this justice card, you've got 2 beams of light coming from each of her scales, I believe, and it's shining on the sun emblem there. So it's like this balance of karma is shining light. It illuminated the sun, so it kind of looks like that, where the sun is here above the judgment card. So it's illuminating something that's going to bring this to a close. I heard somebody's being called to get their karma. And she's blindfolded, so the karma is going to be dealt fairly and unbiasedly, but it's going to be, it might not be what each person wants. And that's not its job. Karma's job is not to really be kind. I often give justice and karma a lower vibration from Capricorn, which is interesting because that comes into play in a minute. Capricorn and Saturn energy. Saturn is the taskmaster. He really does deal karma. The term, you reap what you sowed. That means the seeds that you planted are what's going to grow for you, and that's going to be your harvest. That's your karma. Saturn energy is exalted in Libra because she is the scales of balance, and karma comes around to balance the scales. So I believe that there's going to be something in the works here that's calling up something that may have been ended, but ended without that evening out of things. And it's not necessarily that dramatic, and dread. There's no dread here. It's more like there's going to be an opportunity to set some things right before this all comes to the surface. Okay. The interesting thing is, remember I was saying with the Nine of Wands, you are using the Eight of Wands to create a barrier. So what's the Eight of Wands but action and communication? Some people have described it as Cupid's arrows, okay? Messages of love coming in. But this is a fucking battle here, okay? There could be messages of love coming in, however, with Jaguar energy here, the Eight of Branches, these branches are on fire, and Jaguar energy is a pause, like a pause before a jump. You've got to center yourself, you've got to get your bearings. This is a pause before movement. It's a moment to feel and consider and perceive around you, so that you know where to step next. You know where the arrows are coming from. It's a moment to open your senses and perceive any danger, any opportunity, um, different stepstones, like where you're next, where perceiving your path, things like that. It's observe all energies around you and only move at the right moments. Okay, this says set your sights and your feet. Foresight will precede your actions, okay? However, Jaguar came out reversed. So this is like this is a screech, halt, no movement, okay? This is somebody is petrified, somebody is stagnant, somebody is stuck. Someone is a deer in headlights here. It's not that there's no movement, it's that it's on pause because somebody cannot see something clearly. When we clarified this, we came with the Page of Pentacles. This is why it's the slowest night. The slowest energy in the zodiac is the Pentacles. I'm sorry, I really do stutter very badly. The Pentacles is the slowest energy, and it seems like this is the only Pentacles energy we have here on the field. So there's something here where communication is stalled, and you can't make a move until you get this. And this ties right back here to this letter energy about something that can lead to a victory. Like I said, there's some kind of communication here that is stalled. So you're in an energy of, I can't make any moves yet. I want to, like, the heart of the matter here is this, moving on from a burdensome cycle to victory, and celebrating your bounty, right? That's the heart of the matter. But there was something here where a development of something did not happen as you wanted, and there's the heartbreak and betrayal. So there was a recentering, a redirectioning, a recalculating. You had to point yourself back to um, you had to go back to home base, almost like you had to bring something back into alignment to where you had to choose a new path, a new star, I'm going that way, you know what I mean? But now I feel like that's part of the karma, though, that's part of the karma of what I don't see, I don't, oh, I forgot. Okay, so let's finish this. The Eight of Branches reversed. That means there is no communication here for the moment, and somebody is stuck in Page of Pentacles. It's like they're not, they can't move. See, they're just standing there with their pentacle in their hand and their Birkenstocks looking forward like, I guess I'm just gonna wait. I, you know, but this is also communication. So there, yeah, communication is stalled. This is, what did they say this was? Delayed or disappointing new. No, that's the air. Hang on. Source for most connection, collaboration, reliable. Yeah, you're waiting for something reliable to come in, but this communication is stalled. It's upside down. Page of Pentacles. You should receive some good news that will bring welcome changes to your life, and this may have financial or academic connection. Yeah, Pentacles. But yeah, it's delayed. You feel like it's delayed. Maybe because the wheel, with the Wheel of Fortune here, that is divine timing. And here you feel like it's being delayed, which it very well could be being delayed. But I feel like part of you, though, even though you're disappointed in the delay, you're using it wisely. That's the thing about the Pentacles, is that they're very methodical, very meticulous. Um, they make very good decisions because their goal is abundance later. Okay, so maybe it's like your wish, and it falls here right under this abundance too. You know, it's like you're ready for it, but it's not ready yet. So you're still, it's let it cook. The Page of Pentacles, even though his pentacle is really big, it's still, you're waiting on something. He's not ready to move yet. Now the anchor card, that's what I wanted to get to. The anchor cards here. When I laid the anchor card for the Animal Wisdom deck, we got Hippo, 10 of shells. This is beautiful. What the whole thing is being anchored by. And it was placed right here next to the heart of the matter. What is anchoring? That's all you want, is your 10 of shells, your 10 of cups. And that's what you're going towards with the salmon, the 9 of shells. Now here anchoring you, you got the 10. And here's your rainbow with the cups, with the shells again. Loving, emotional fulfillment. Family around you, happiness, harmony, practicality, everyone's cared for. Um, it says, let your emotional abundance strength give you strength and peace. Okay, that's what's anchoring you here. However, when we clarified the anchor card, you did get the devil. Okay, so I feel like what they're trying to tell you is, especially with all these major arcana energies on top of the things that you're um that are on hold here, is that you're you're bound to ideas about this 10 of cups that are going to prove a prison. Okay, this may be a situation that you're in now. Like, maybe that's what the heartbreak on the Empress is that you put so much energy, time, physical energy, spiritual energy, blood, sweat, tears. I mean, you spent so much time trying to grow this 9 of cups into a 10 of cups, only to get the 3 of swords and the devil. Something which it was how can I put this? Something about it broke your heart because you realized um It was chains. Okay, now the thing with the devil, again, this is Capricorn energy, Saturn energy. We've got Saturn here in the King of Cups, which is Saturn in Pisces. But, oh, Saturn is in Pisces right now, too. Yes, it is. Saturn is really, really for real in Pisces right now, isn't it? Let me double check that real quick. If the camera cuts out, I apologize. I'm going over to a different screen. Let's double check this. I believe Saturn is in Pisces at the moment, along with Neptune, because there is a testing going on for the Pisces collective. Yep, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. But Neptune is going retrograde. Okay. So yes, Saturn is definitely in Pisces right now. This is a testing of that emotionality. Dang it, I keep hitting the wrong button. I hope it didn't cut out. Hang on. Oh God. I hope it didn't cut out. There, can you see me? Oof. So yeah, Saturn is in Pisces right now. We got Saturn here with the devil. The thing about the devil is it's the lovers in chains. Okay, the lovers was a choice. The lovers was a choice of something that, or someone, a situation, a partnership, a collaboration, a connection that you loved that was very promising, very pure, very sincere. You have your best interest in me, I have my best interest in you. It's a higher vibration of the Two of Cups, which is a promise of that loving connection. This is the lovers where you choose each other body and soul. However, it's beautiful because like the Six of Cups, it is so far untested. This is a connection that is untainted by life. Life didn't get a chance to sour it yet. That's what the lovers is. It's not ruined. It's bound. I'm bound to you. You're bound to me. And through these threads, through these bonds, we nourish each other and we grow together. And eventually, things happen throughout the relationship, throughout time, throughout the wheel spinning, throughout living life with this other person within this connection, where sometimes those bonds become shackles, those promises become chains. And that's what the devil energy is telling us. There is something about this 10 of Cups energy, this on the surface happy home with all these fat, happy hippos. But there could be animosity here because even though a hippo does take care of each other, they are vicious to they can be vicious also and fierce, and they can fight and they can cause a lot of harm to whatever they're fighting. So it may have looked really sweet and placid on the surface, but this may have been a Ten of Cups energy where there was a lot of fighting underneath. And I usually wouldn't see it that way, but when the devil falls out on top of it, this is something that looked beautiful on the surface that became a real prison, okay? There may have been addiction here, there may have been cheating here, there may have been lying here. That could explain the Three of Swords on this Empress. Poor Empress. Yeah, Saturn energy is no joke. It's the test. Can you pass this test? And with Saturn in Pisces right now, the test is you have to swim those deep waters of emotion and find out if you can navigate them. And that's that salmon energy. Even though salmon doesn't go into the deep Neptunian depths of the ocean where the subconscious is, it still does go back out to deep waters in the ocean, right? Now you have to make your way back. And that's where the star comes in. You have to find your way home. Your heart has to find its way back home because it's got to release this devil energy on this Ten of Cups. And I believe that you will because you've got victory here, even after these two Nine of Wands twice, both in the upright. Okay, you've got victory, you've got knight, the Knight of Wands. I love the Knight of Wands energy because in the Animal Wisdom deck, the Knight of Wands is the camel. And it's because he traverses the desert, which I love that they kept that um, motif from the Rider-Waite because this Knight of Wands is going through the desert. I believe this may be the Knights Templar, where they were the ones who quote unquote protected pilgrims who went back to the Holy Land, which I mean that could be represented by the pyramids down here. However, the main feeling around the Knight of Wands is that it going through a desert. He's going through something that this side quest is very lonely. It's very desolate. It's hot. Not everybody is equipped to go through it. And he's in full armor. He's in full fucking metal armor in the sun of the desert on this horse that looks like it's on fire. I love that in the Animal Wisdom deck it's a camel because the camel is looking at the way they drew it is looking forward to the person looking at the card like, what? I'm here. I'm equipped for this. I can do this. I'm fine. Okay? It might be a long journey. It might not be something that everybody can get through. Not everyone is made to live in the desert. I would die. I would die. I hate being hot, but I also hate being cold. I mean, like my constitution is so. I used to be called the princess with the P. You remember the princess and the P? Where if there was one thing wrong with her bed, it was like, the world was falling apart. That's me. I could never function in harsh conditions like this knight can. But I feel like whoever this is, in their Knight of Wands energy, this is definitely Leo. Okay, then I take it back because I am moon in Leo. I do have a Leo moon. And so this might be somebody with, Leo in their chart. What else do we have? We got Capricorn, Libra, Libra and Taurus, Aquarius, Pisces, and Leo, and Taurus. Again, with the Page of Pentacles. So that might be at play in yours or their charts, okay? What I want you to understand is whoever is resonating with this, and again, this is not going to resonate with everybody. Whoever is resonating with this, there's an end to a cycle that was fucking heartbreaking, okay? Because whatever you had tried to create for yourself turned into devil energy. It turned into a fucking prison. Okay? This Ten of Cups turned into a burden, basically. And Capricorn energy, especially men, will work themselves to the fucking grave. That is their love language. So I can see how maybe in some cases this Ten of Pentacles was a burden because your love language was making sure that it was provided for. You worked your ass off. There's a lot of work here. Okay, there's a lot of energy being expelled. Not necessarily work because we don't have many pentacles except the page. But there's a lot of energy being expelled here with the Empress herself. I mean, that you know how much energy it takes to grow something inside of you and then birth it and nurture it and let grow outside of you. I mean, Jesus Christ. That is energy spent as it is. And then you've got all this wands energy. I feel like again there's this underlying feeling of there's going to be something coming around where some kind of wrongs will be able to be put right. If not full compensation for something that went wrong, there's at least going to be a release of it. Maybe an apology. Perhaps. I don't quite see that just yet. Maybe that's in the letter. But this page is definitely waiting to come forward with news. But this Eight of Wands is in reverse. So whatever letter or correspondence or information, whatever communication that's being waited on is still in limbo right now. Um, so let's see. It's something about, yeah. I, I I just hate that the Acre card is a beautiful Ten of Cups with the devil on it. But yeah. And you didn't see it. You didn't even see it coming. I mean, this is something that maybe snuck up on you. Because in this devil card, he's got a helmet on that it's covering his face. So he actually doesn't see the flames that he's in. He doesn't see. So I feel like, yeah, whatever this burden that whatever this burden that broke your heart was, you kind of didn't see it coming. Again, this is some kind of connection, some kind of bond, some kind of promise, some kind of obligation. There was responsibility here that's very, very Saturnian, very Capricorn. There was responsibility. There was another thing with Capricorn is that they are very legacy oriented. So all the hard work they put in is for a Ten of Pentacles, which is material stability for many, many people. Like the Six of Pentacles is material stability for a few. Okay, it's not quite the 10. You're only about halfway through the cycle. You're only about halfway through the work. So you have enough for you and your partner and like a pet where everybody is comfortable. Okay, the bills are paid. The fridge is full. That's the Six of Pentacles. But it's not the 10. The 10 of Pentacles is legacy. This is wealth for decades, right? So that's what the devil Capricorn energy is concerned with. And you putting it on this 10 of shells, this 10 of cups. So along with this emotional fulfillment, you wanted this stability, but it became a burden. It became, yeah, in chains. You became bound to it. Like there was no freedom here. Okay, you were not free in this 10 of cups. You were a, well, I don't want to say a prisoner, but yeah, the thing with the devil is that you put those chains on willingly when it was still lover's energy. But after, maybe there were promises made and there was like, well, I'm so sorry, but I'm so sorry I couldn't keep that promise. And then there was the guilt of that. That was a chain, right? And then there was, well, you promised that I could go to school while you worked or vice versa. And it's like, oh, yeah, I did. But, our circumstances have changed. Things have gone wrong or whatever, and then the person is like, well, I'm so, you still promise, and so this something that was a promise made in good faith, in love and support with, Empress energy, turned into a burden. Like, okay, well, now Capricorn energy with the devil, now you're working yourself to death for this promise. Okay, so what started out in Empress energy with nurturing and love and good intentions turned into the Three of Swords, where it became a burden. So now there's this energy of, I want to be free. Okay, but I'm still bound to this promise. I'm still bound to this partnership. Now we've got Emperor energy here brought low by with the Nine of Wands. Judgment coming through. Judgment and justice. This is major arcana, the Devil's major arcana, the Star. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, major arcana. All of this is happening outside of our control. This is big time energy coming through. I feel like there is a right to be wronged. There is karma to be dealt. There is clearances to be made. There is, somebody has to come through and shake the Etch-a-Sketch, and it's going to be the divine. because they're coming through with judgment and justice on the devil in divine timing. In the meantime, in the workable energy that you are in now, you feel rudderless. You feel like you're jumping upstream and you're just not getting anywhere. They're saying to reposition your heart, reconsider your goal. Your heart knows where home is. Okay? Now, so let's get a summary. That actually is the summary. The heart of the matter is you want success, you want plenty, you want bounty, celebration, you want this illumination and this victory, and your heart is set in it. That's the heart, quote unquote, of the reading. But there was an ending here that it's taken a lot out of you, okay? I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching for your highest good. Not all messages will resonate for every person, but leave what doesn't resonate now. Keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You're all at different points in your timelines. If you are vibing with my content, though, please consider leaving a like, leave a comment, share, or subscribe. It really helps the algorithm get my content seen. Also, in the description, you can find my email. Contact me. We can set up a, a personal read, a small one question. I'm not doing full, like, hour-long personal reads yet. I'm still beginning. We'll do a one question personal read or a one question birth chart inquiry. Either one for about $15. Also, down there in the description, you'll find my Venmo and my Cash App if you feel so, connected with my content. Consider leaving a donation. That'll help me keep the channel growing. Like, I maybe can get a different deck, or I can get a new tablecloth or something like that. So we'll continue with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck now. We dropped the Oracle, which is waiting for important information, and that's what this letter and the Eight of Wands reversed means. Okay. I was so flabbergasted. I'm always flabbergasted when I get through with the reading and then the ancestor cards drop and it's like just tying everything together. I feel great when that happens because a lot of times I feel like I'm not connecting at all with some things. And then I come to the end and it's like, oh, okay, we're going to wrap it all up. This says be open and receptive to information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. Okay, so now we do have the Emperor card here, the Ram, and I know I kind of glossed over it a little bit. I feel like I glossed over it a little bit. But the Emperor is like executive decision making, in integrity, in knowledge. He stays knowledge, like that like elevated masculine energy. So this says angels, ancestors, and the universe are speaking to you at this time. So look and listen for important conversations, signs, and messages that will point you in the right direction. Again, direction with the star card. You are being guided to wait for more information. Okay, yeah, you're in waiting because the Eight of Wands is in reverse right now. Wait for more information before making any fast moves. That's that Knight of Wands. Don't rush into anything because at the moment you are letting your wants get in the way of your needs. That's that King of Cups energy. The King of Cups always wants to, it's head over heart kind of energy where you're the master of your emotions, not their servant. So it's like you're trying to consider your needs over your wants, or you're being instructed to. I lost my place. There's an opportunity letting your wants get in the way of your needs. Okay. There is an opportunity for you to see everything clearly at this time, but you will only be able to do so if you're willing to truly open your eyes. And right now, you can't because you're in devil energy. That helmet is over your face. You can't really see the you can't see the chains on you from this 10 of cups. If you have been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make, again, the lovers is always a choice, and the devil is the lover in chains. So you still have a choice. It's just harder this time. If you've been waiting for further information about a choice you have to make or action you have to take, don't take matters into your own hands. Let it but let what needs to be revealed. Then you'll know what to do next. Angels are supporting you. Trust them. So yeah, this, like I said, with the Eight of Wands in reverse here in the unseen energy, you may want to push, because this Wands energy here is like a push, a lot of action, a lot of determination, confidence. Um, but it can be like very egotistical too. Like you just want to go, you want to jump. Um, Ram energy with the Emperor, they lead with their head. This is also Aries energy. They don't care. They just see what they want and they want to bust through in order to go towards it. So you're being advised that even though the heart of the matter is you want this victory, there's just, you need to pause first because there is something holding you back here in this 10 of cups energy, that devil energy. Okay, next one we have, again, we've got the sun, and we drop the sun here in the middle with the heart of the matter, illumination. So this is enjoy success and happiness. I believe you will be able to. Right now, you're a little stuck, or you feel stuck. It says, know that the doors are opening for you. Follow up with new projects. I love that because that's that Empress energy in the new projects and ideas that you can nurture. But you've got the Three of Swords on it. So maybe in the past, again, you're all at different points in the timeline. Maybe in the past you had some kind of disappointing something disappointing with what you were nurturing, but now with the sun, you can't actually revisit that. Okay, so know that doors are opening for you. Follow up on new projects, venues, and ventures and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. It says you're being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. That's a song, isn't it? Oh, I lost it. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy. Oh, they see, that's with the celebration in the middle, with the garden and the partying and the festivities. Friendships progress with joy and you feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, there will be other ways in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality. That's really important because we dropped a lot of wands energy. And when the wands drop, when I have excessive wands in a reading, it always tells me to remind people to um, pay attention to their health because the wands is like the blood and the body and the hearts and the health, things like that. So if you have strong fire in your chart, just take some time to sit out in the sun, okay? Um, Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm. It also encourages everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time, and you're being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. That's that Knight of Wands energy. You're itching to jump. Because you're like, I'm built for this. I'm ready. I can do this. If you want to bring something to life, or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the sun will bring the right energy to you. If you're asking a question, the answer is most definitely yes. So that's good. We're going to go ahead to the theme deck, drop some last minute messages for the collective, and then we can wrap this up. Okay. A couple more. Let's see. Sorry, I had to pause to go get my charger. So now we can pull from the theme deck. Let's get some last minute messages for everybody. So basically I think you're on the right track. You're trying to let go of something that was toxic in the 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Cups. There's something in the emotional environment that you created that is very restrictive, and you're not feeling freedom. You're not feeling you're feeling very burdened, very chained, very there's a lot of obligation here. It feels like you can't move. Even though the only thing your heart wants is movement. Okay, Hand of Fate, yeah, right there with the Wheel of Fortune. Cauldron, something's brewing, something's processing. That I'll put down here because we've got the Page of Pentacles on the Eight of Wands reversed. So I feel like there's information that's stuck in limbo. You know what I mean? Get ready, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong, it says. So there may be a fight coming or something just difficult, okay? We got 222, keep the faith. Keep the faith. I feel like that's that star energy, okay? There's a lot of fire here. There's a little bit of earth, a little bit of air, a little bit of water, okay? So there's passion and emotion here. There's obligation here too. Let's see what else. And there's information coming, but you're waiting for it. It's like the letter here in the heart of things, but yet there's the Eight of Wands in reverse here. So something's caught up, hung up. The cauldron, something stewing, simmering, and processing. Oh, remember how I was describing it like a pot boiling? Like the lower row is things that are yet to come to the surface. So there's, yeah, I put that right next to the Page of Pentacles. Okay. The ring, romantic engagement. All right. That's the Nine of I'm sorry. The Nine of Shells and the 10 of Shells. There is commitment here. Anything else? Poison, yeah. The situation or something in it is toxic. Negative whisperings, heavy energy around. See, that's on the devil energy. Yeah, see, you're stuck in something toxic. That's what's anchoring this. All this on the underneath here, this is like you're dreaming. You're dreaming of some kind of correspondence coming in that will free you from this Nine of Wands, okay? That will free you from this cycle. This right here in the heart of things, I feel like is your dreaming. And then, you know, you're dreaming of the sun, which will release you from this. You illuminate it. You're going to come out in victory. And the Knight of Wands comes forward with something brand new, initiating something wonderful, and it is a banquet. This is what your heart is dreaming of, but you're stuck in this 10 of Cups with the devil on it, a commitment that has been poisoned. Okay, I cannot make it up. And you want an end to it. There's the Nine of Wands here twice. You want an ending. and you're waiting for judgment and justice to be dealt. But it's being held up for some reason with the Eight of Wands reversed and the Knight of Pentacles just waiting. And it's like, whatever this correspondence is, like I said with the Nine of Wands, is you're using the Eight of Wands. Whatever is coming in with the correspondence, the letter, the information, it's going to empower you to be able to end this cycle. That's the thing with the Eight of Wands. To me, it's an empowerment of something that will end the cycle, because you use the Eight Wands to build a fence behind you so that you can finally take a fucking break. Okay? And it's being held up here. So yeah, you're dreaming in the inside. Your heart is trying to reestablish itself. I'm telling you, there usually when the star comes up with the Nine of Cups like this, and you're trying to reposition your heart towards something else, I feel like this might be a different love, okay? So it hasn't come out yet. It could be this King of Cups. It could be a King of Cups waiting to come in, because he did come in on the Wheel of Fortune, which is divine timing, and he may not be expressive about his emotions because it is Saturn and Pisces energy. Yeah, look, time to take your life back. Free yourself. It's a heart in prison. Yeah, that's this devil energy with the Ten of Cups here. Damn. You've also got a dagger. There's fear, worry, and a tense situation. In the pre-shuffle, the Nine of Swords kept coming out, even though it didn't drop this time. But I'm going to put that here with the Three of Swords. You've also got the Raven. Now, this is watch for signs and synchronicities. This was mentioned in the Oracle card. Look for signs and synchronicities. The Raven is here. He's got a trinket in his mouth, and it looks like a watch, and it says 1111. So, like I said, this romantic commitment, you're like I'm telling you, there is a love here that's on your mind. Maybe you're not allowing yourself to think of it. That King of Cups energy could be you trying to keep a hold on your emotions because you just went through heartbreak. You're like, I'm not going to get tangled up in another kind of love situation. I do want love at some point. I do want love with a good king or good queen at some point, but I need to reposition where my heart calls home. So, I believe that part of this repositioning is looking for signs and syncs. 1111 is a soulmate synchronicity. So it could be this King of Cups. It could be you in the King of Cups energy. You might have a Pisces coming in the future. There might with Leo and Capricorn. Knight of Pentacles is Taurus too. That Knight of Pentacles is waiting in the future. So this could be a Taurus in the future. Oh, dang, that's a lot. Let's see what we got. Oh, the goldfish. So there is some prosperity and abundance and growth. Also some good luck coming. It's small, but don't, I'm going to put it here with signs and synchronicities, because when luck comes in this small, like goldfish and clover, you can, that's really interesting because I dropped clover in the pre-shuffle for the Lenormand, and that's luck that might be under your feet that you don't notice. So with this signs and synchronicities, it's really calling you to keep your eyes open for spirit trying to guide you. And that did come out with the Oracle card too. What else do we have? Female family member, okay. I don't know where to put that. We'll put that on the oracle. Okay, yeah, that could be somebody in your family line that has passed on that may have been a seer, a psychic. They could have, been a channeler. They could have just been open to dreams. Somebody, a female family member, will be helping you try to connect with these oracle kind of signs and synchronicities. Okay, pay attention to your dreams. We've got, Hangman, again, Pisces energy with this King of Cups. The Hangman, it's possum energy. I drew these myself. Be nice. This is self-pause, reflection, reevaluation, a fresh perspective, peaceful, calm, and meditate. Okay. A couple more. I have, I got this one that says, do no harm, but take no shit. Okay. Um, you might be you might be in a energy right now where people might think you're vulnerable or you're weak or you're making bad decisions or you're hurt so you can be taken advantage of. That devil did show up in the 9 of Pentacles, in the 10 of Cups. So this could even be a family member. We did drop female family member. Try to watch out for anybody who wants to drain your energy in a time when you are vulnerable emotionally. Okay? Do no harm, but take no shit. All right? We'll drop a couple more. I feel like there's a little bit more here. It could be on like Donkey Kong. That's the thing with the Wands fire energies. They're not afraid of a fight, especially Aries. That comes in with the ram. Oh, good. Archangel Michael is here. This is clarity and protection, justice, and cutting away negative energies. Awesome. So you might want to look up like a prayer to Saint Michael just to help clear your path. You do have the devil here Archangel Michael is the one that protects the light workers. So you might want to, just look up prayer to Saint Michael to help clear your path a little bit. We'll just get a couple more. Okay. Oh, see, look, messages. It came out, and it came out in reverse. So yeah, there is a 8 of Wands in reverse. Kind of, there's a hold up to some communication. So now I would like to know when this clears up. Oh, okay. Fuck you too then. Damn. As soon as I said I would like to know when this clears up, this card dropped. Be okay with not knowing. It says, be okay with not knowing for sure what might come next, but know that whatever it is, you'll be okay. Well, isn't that a big middle finger? Ugh. Fine. Because I'm like, well, when is this going to clear up? And it dropped, be okay with not knowing. Damn. And then we dropped 888. You are supported. Walk your path confidently. Abundance is ready. Okay. Last one. Then we've got another archangel. We've got 2 archangels on the field. This one's Archangel Uriel, the Illuminator. Okay. So yeah, be okay with not knowing, even though the 8 of Wands came out twice. There's some communication that's on hold, and I asked to clear it up, and they said be okay with not knowing, but you'll be okay. The Wheel of Fortune is in play, and here comes Archangel Uriel, the Illuminator. He says, clear sight. This is decisions, resolving conflicts, awakening, and intellect and guidance. This is the light of God. So even though I tried to be willful and get information on what's the holdup, I was told again to hold my horses. The sun is here twice, so there is going to be illumination. It's going to be in divine timing. I feel it's because you have to free yourself from whatever this devil energy is, okay? And then again with the Raven saying watch for signs and synchronicities. We've got two sets of angel numbers, 222 and 888. So that's what I got for everybody. Thanks for sticking with me again. I'm sorry this went way over an hour. I really have been trying to cut back, but once I get talking. It seems like they work out to about an hour, 15 minutes. I will keep working on it though. But if you stuck with me this far, thank you so much. Please consider leaving a like, a comment, share, subscribe, or donate. That will really help me keep the channel going, and it'll help the algorithm spread my content. Thank you so much. Until I see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.